Hello everyone, GM Var Akobian with 1000 GM and welcome to the final round coverage of the 2022 US Women's Chess Championship. In this final round, we have Thalia Cervantes playing with the white pieces against Jennifer Yu. Must-win situation with both of these ladies. They're half a point behind Irina Krush, hoping Irina drew, and that's exactly what happened. She drew. She had a nice position, but drew Anna Zatonsky. So any of the winner of this game basically catches Irina Krush, and they play the playoff. So Thalia is white. So c4, e6. Jennifer played this Queen's Indian, and both players are playing relatively fast. The rook e1 is an interesting move, and it's like you're a little bit waiting to see what is Black gonna do next. Okay, so now a5, useful. A little bit of time spent now on bishop g5, knight e4. I really like how the opening turned out for Thalia, and she has a nice advantage here. There's no question. But right around here, she started to... Okay, this take is still fine. But right around here, I think she started to make maybe some suboptimal moves here. Because in this position, it's pretty clear that you need to play the move f3. You need to try to open up that light square bishop that you have, because otherwise it's just going to be very tough. So you play f3, and if you take, he takes f3. Queen goes here, and now you go queen d2. Idea to play f4 and pressure here. So knight d7, f4. Rook ac1. King h8. Now knight d1. The idea to go knight d3 and bring the knight to e5. Knight d3, knight g4, knight e5. Yeah, you're just going to be very, very active here. Yeah, if the knight gets... So yeah, I was very happy with the position she got, but again, this is very important to play this move, because she played queen b3, now queen b4 is played. And the endgame, yeah, you don't really want to go to the endgame at this particular moment, I think. And yeah, right here, just maybe Thalia didn't play the best way here. Perhaps immediately trading, but again, it doesn't look very natural to trade. So she went here, and here Jennifer had to take this and then play knight a6, and looks like Black is actually going to be having a very comfortable endgame. Okay, but she did not do that. She played here, and here was Thalia's chance to keep the queens on the board. This is the last chance to keep the queens on the board and have a slightly better position, because now again f3 is next move. If you go queen d6, immediately I will play a3 to prevent knight d6, rook a8, rook ac1. Knight is misplaced, and now the f3 move is coming up to try to open up the position. Rook f7, queen b3. h5, f3, trying to open the position. Takes, bishop f3. Now threatening here. h4, simply takes. Queen c2. Now threatening to play knight b5. Attacking here. Queen f4. Again, this is quite complicated, but again, very deep. But you know, f3 is the main idea, to know that you have to really play the move f3 here to open up the position. But rook ac1 was played, and now Jennifer is just going to be very comfortable in the same game. Knight b5. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Bishop h6, attacking the pawn. Rook b8. And the problem is white is just going to be very passive for the rest of this game, and Black has everything. So good control of the position. c5, another very good move. f3, I'm not sure. I think it was still important to play the move f3 to try to get the trade this knight, this pawn from here. So I think this was very, very important option here to do that. But here, now bringing the king in. Now this way, now rook has the freedom to move. Lots of pressure here. And yeah, it's just a very unpleasant defense is awaiting. c5, I'm not sure. There was some other options as well, but you know, it's understandable black wants to do something. But again, king b7 maybe was a little bit better. h4, yeah. Perhaps knight c3, king c6, takes, rook a1. Try to get some pressure here, some complications. Of course, knight d3, rook f2 looks very strong, but again, that would be the best option instead of just waiting. Instead, h4 was played. Check. Coming in. A big center. Again, you don't want to play knight d3. Knight d3 will be a blunder. But in this case, actually, if knight d3 is played, even if rook d3, then actually you have this option. And you're doing quite well in this endgame because you will play c4 next. And you'll be in good shape. Okay, if rook d1, you have the c4. Yeah, again, domination on the light squares. Okay, this is a mistake here, c3. Better option would have been to play knight e7, and then take the pawn, come back, and continue with h4. But after this move, there was only a move here, rook c3. Suddenly, Thalia would have some chances because things are looking complicated, you know. There are some options now to take on d4. It looks quite complicated. If you play d3, you're going to run into a big problem. Takes. So it would have really made things harder. But after take, now black is doing really well. d3, 95, 96. Now picking up the h4 pawn. You can take this because of the knight f4 threat. Now trading. And now basically these two pawns are just gonna decide the outcome. h4, e3. Yeah, so huge win here, and Jennifer Yu moves on to play a playoff with Irina Krush. So, and we might cover that as well in a special video for that playoff games. But very tough loss for my student Thalia because she played really well. She won her last, I think she won her last 5 or 6 games, and until this game, and she just got a good position out of the opening, but just wasn't familiar with the ideas, I think, and that would cause some problems here. Because out of the opening, this is really good for white. Okay, so if somebody gave me this position, I'm taking the white here. But you have to play the move f3. You absolutely have to, because otherwise, you know, you need this. You need to, you know, play this position like, you know, with f4. This you have to play like this. Otherwise, it's just not going to be that easy. Okay, this e3 pawn could be weak, and it might be a possibility to surround that pawn and win at some point with rook c1, rook c3, and knight d1 options. So maybe even this one is a good move to start with. Let's say f4, c6, maybe queen b3. That way, now putting pressure on b6. If b5 is played, I play a4. Takes, knight a4 is coming up. Knight e4, that's a nice one. Can take, pin, king h8, simply knight g5. And you have this idea. Knight eventually will find its place on e5, and you will be able to pick up the e3 pawn. So again, keeping the queens on the board was important. And once again here, perhaps trading the queens here with knight b5 might have offered some equalizing chances, but again, it's not a very natural move to play. But here first Jennifer made the inaccuracy. She had to trade and play knight a6, but after this move, for sure, this was the big error here. Queen c2 had to be played to keep the queens on the board, to have some chances, to have some attacking chances. But after this move, take and knight, rook goes here, and now knight is coming to b4. It became pretty clear that black is doing very, very well in this position. Okay, so very important to understand this nuances, that you want to avoid an endgame with a passive pawn structure like this. Okay, so very important. It was tough loss for Thalia, but still she had a fantastic tournament. She finished clear third in this tournament. So amazing result and nice rating gain for her. Thank you, everybody, for watching this recap, and we'll be back with more videos coming up with some more exciting events we have. This is GM Var Akobian with 1000 GM, and please subscribe to our 1000 GM YouTube channel. Thank you, and see you soon.